What's happening, YouTube? It's Nature Man Kev. So we just moved to a new farm about like 2 weeks ago. So I'm getting everything reset up, having to get all the form adjusted, all the grains going, all the acre, all the subs, stuff like that. So today we're gonna make some substrate for some shiitakes and some chestnut grains that I still have inside. So I brought some stuff. A lot of the stuff I had to leave out there because it was just too much to try to pack up. But I still got an old shiitake grain spawn bag and an old chestnut grain spawn bag that I want to at least get the subs. So we're gonna do a video today on those. I want to show y'all real quick the grains though. Hold on. Now real quick, this is the form. I'm gonna do a form update video once my tent come in. But I'm gonna show y'all the shiitake bag that I still got from, was that December? This chestnut bag that I still got from November. And I got some Filipinos here. So I just started a lot of the new grains. I got some reishi, some turkey tails, some shiitake, pink oysters, blue oysters, just a lot of grain. A lot of acre. So as a mushroom farmer, you're very limited, or you can get very limited in the beginning stages of farming. So I still do things like using All-Americans or Prestos and creating recipes and stuff like that, just because nothing's really concrete. So with today, I gotta do a shiitake and chestnuts, but I only have soy hulls and hardwood fuel pellets. Now, shiitakes don't really like the master's mix. Now, the master's mix is 50-50 of the fuel pellets with the soy hulls. Now, shiitake's not a big fan of that. And chestnuts don't really care. Chestnuts will take no supplement whatsoever, or they'll take a 50-50 master's mix. Now with shiitake, you typically want to use like a 20% wheat bran or something that's not too nutritious, because them shiitake start acting funny when they get too much beefing up. So today I'm gonna have to basically create my little recipe. So I'm gonna do primarily the fuel pellets, and then we're gonna do soy. So I'm gonna blend them two to a ratio to where it's not so much soy, it's more wood, and that way they'll colonize perfectly fine and they'll fruit out. And I'll show y'all the videos later whenever all that's going on too, but yeah. Now, dealing with mass and volume is two different things. With mass, you're dealing with like pounds or ounces, stuff like that. With volume, you're dealing with like quarts and, you know, all the liquid measurements. So typically when you're measuring out like stuff for subs, you're dealing with more of like mass measurements. But I finessed my way through this whole mycology journey. So I really, since the beginning, I've always used the 1 gallon bucket when I do my measurements. And what I'm gonna do is use these 2 buckets to mix up my hardwood and my soy pellets. And we're gonna use that to try to create 17 subs. 17 subs should be able to do 9 in my All-American, and I got 2 Prestos inside that we're gonna do, and both of those are gonna have about 4 subs each. So yeah, let's see if we can do it. Let's go. All right, so because I don't have like a big mixer, I basically have to use the 2 buckets, and that's what I use to mix them. But I use it like 2, that way the water can really, you know, spread and you don't get those more wet spots at the bottom or drier spots at the top. So right now I put 3 gallons, 3 gallons of hardwood fuel pellets in each of these buckets. And so then I'm gonna do 1 gallon of soy in each of the buckets, kind of make it a 20 to 30% ratio. Because like I said, the shiitake not gonna really rock with it if I do a 50-50, and the chestnut not really picky. So we're gonna save some soy with this little recipe. So yeah, let's get the soy in there. And this is what the mix looks like when it's dry. It's basically like that. So now the finesse way of having to make sure that they're properly hydrated, I know that I have 3-4 gallons worth of substrate mix in there. So with having 4, I'll do 3 gallons of water per, probably 3.5 per box. And at that point, it'll get hydrated to a good like 50-60%. And yeah, the mycelium love it at that point. So let's go ahead and fill these babies up. So we gotta take our gallon and say. And I'll do that about 4 or 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably about 6 more times. Now once it's properly hydrated, it'll look like these buckets right here. So I got a nice wet, but no excess water dripping from me. Holds nice, y'all. Proper hydration, baby. Now, like, I don't know if it's resourcefulness or just being frugal or just being extremely cheap, but pretty much all the tools that I got are just old house tools that you can find around the house. So we're gonna fill these hydrated pellets and soy pellets and wood pellets, all that mixed together. We're gonna fill those up in these autoclavable bags, and we're gonna fill them using an old yogurt container. So yeah, these are excellent scoops for if you need to get some, so you just leave it. So yeah, watch the process. Now, as you see, I obviously don't weigh anything either. So at the beginning, I used to weigh everything, like every single bag. So now I can get a rough feel of what like 4.5 to 5 pounds feel like. So I know that each of these bags is about 4.5 to 5 pounds. And yeah, I think I made a little bit too much sub. I think I'm gonna end up with like 18 or 19 bags. But hey, this was all freestyling, so it's really dope that I even got that close. So yeah, let's get the other tote going. You know, this is a bad angle. Alright, that's a little better. Alright, let's go. Now, granted, let me tell y'all, I actually do follow recipes. I have a lot of like creative recipes that I already have, but this was a big freestyle recipe just because I was trying to supplement without having a supplement and all this other stuff. So this is just a rough one. Typically, we'll be following it on like a 30 bag process, but since this was only 17, yeah, I pretty much did what I needed to do. So I ended up with probably enough extra subs for like 2 more bags, like I was saying. So I freestyled and made like 19 on accident. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with these other 2 because they're not gonna fit in the PC. And I don't wanna have to run the PC another 2 hours, but I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that was the process. So now we got all our bags bagged up. And all our subs bagged up. And then we gotta fold them up, that way we can start getting them in the PC. That's what I'm looking at. These is definitely probably 6 pounders. There we have it. So all these bags are ready to go to the pressure cookers, to all Americans in the press stoves. So I'm gonna show y'all that real quick too. So we're gonna actually start with the All-American because it'll take the longest to heat up. So I already got the gas hooked up and a whole bunch of t-shirts. Now the t-shirts I use those, let me get my hair out the way. I use these t-shirts as like liners, and that way the bags don't melt or get burnt touching the aluminum in the PC. So I basically do like a liner in between each row of bags, and that way they all kind of protect from each other, I guess. So yeah, so we're gonna put that base down. And let me see if I can finesse this camera. My hair gonna keep dropping in the way, but y'all gonna see it from my perspective. So this what it look like when I'm moving around, when my hair just dropping in the way. So we load this baby up like that. And we actually gonna be able to fit 3 rows. Ooh, 3 in here. But it takes some squeezing and flipping and manipulating and all that extra. So now we got protection layer for the base and a little coverage for the second layer. So now I'm gonna do a second layer. 1, 2, and 3. Then they like, oh, you ran out of space, huh? Sure didn't they? Because we're gonna bust another layer on now. Now the cool part about the All-Americans, which is different than the Prestos, is that these babies can actually be, now let me not say that and recommend some bad or practices, but I know that I personally can overflow in All-American or overload an All-American and still get sterilization all the way through. So, boom. Now let's get the last layer. So we got 6 in there so far. Then we're gonna hit the 7. We're gonna hit our 8. And we get the small. We're gonna hit a 9. So now, that's what we're looking like, right? So we're gonna get this other little shirt. Shout out to my old muscle shirts. And we're gonna create our final layer. And our final protection layer is gonna go all the way around these little bad boys. Like that. Boom. Now, we can take our lid, which, goddamn, this baby dirty. And we can layer it. Let me see if I can finesse this. So you see the little notch right there? That's the same spot that the arrow gotta match up with. So when you open it up, you see that whole section. And now we turn it like that. And we get it even on all sides. So hold on, let me see this. All right, so now let's do this like you do tires, opposites. So we're gonna do this one while at the same time doing this one. That tells me it's not even, so hold on, let me, yeah. There we go. The knee should slide, there we go. The knee should slide. There we go. The knee should slide. There we go. So now let's look at it. And now we gotta tighten each of these up basically together so that they stay even the whole time. And boom, there we go. So you see that little gap? That's what I was doing right there. That gap gotta be perfectly even all the way around to get the proper pressure. So we're gonna turn the gas on. I really hope I got enough in this hole. There you go, you can see it right there. So we started off, we don't want it too high, but we started off pretty high. There we go, beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Good thing they don't monetize me yet. But yeah, that's it. So we're gonna let that baby ride. And we'll come back and check on it once this baby right here starts shooting some steam out. Now that we got the All-American set up, let's go get these Prestos going. Or at least set up. So inside, I pretty much do the same thing. I got my towels as my liners, and I gotta make sure they're nice and wet. And we got our 2 Prestos. Oh, look at that tea. Product placement. But yeah, so then we got these 2 Prestos that we're gonna use and get them ready. Make sure they got water in them and load them up. All right, now we got them all filled up with water. We're gonna put liner towels in these, which is just the base towels. That way they don't burn. Now you don't gotta do this, but when I used to not do it, all my bags used to melt at the bottom. Then when I started doing it, they stopped melting. So I don't know if it's coincidence or what, but I'ma stick to what works. But you don't gotta do that. Okay, let's get this baby going. Get those fires in there burning. Don't mind my stove, I just cooked this dirty. But yeah, let's go get these subs before that water get too hot. For these, I typically do them 2 at a time. Makes it a little smoother. So it's like that. And then we get the other one. Squeeze the next to it. And then we take one of my towels. Nah, that towel gonna be too big. Oh, not that towel, that shirt. That shirt gonna be too big. I could do this one. All right, we're gonna go look at that. So we get that in here on the sides. And then, oh, hold on, I forgot something. I'm tripping. Let me turn this off real quick. This hoe was getting up there too. All right. Quick second, I forget to add something that I just saw when I looked over. So I thought about that too. All right, now this sacred pan is all beat up and stuff, but this sacred pan goes on top, and that goes on top so that the pressure cooker doesn't accidentally suck up my cloth into this little thing right here, because then at that point it'll back it up. Damn, my hair all in the way. This little thing right there, the little exhaust, or like where all the steam comes out. So we got to make sure that that's there first, and that kind of creates a barrier between the cloth and the PC, so that there's no issues with it. So now let's get it closed back up, and we're gonna try this again. All right, now back to filling up these babies. So we got these 2 right there, and then let's go get the other ones right here. Extra shirt that I could use on this one. I mean, not an extra shirt, damn it, the extra towel. Boom. So now we got to get 4 more of these. Those 2. And then we got 2 more to do. Alright, so we get that all loaded up. Boom and boom. Get these little towels or these little shirts. Boy, I'm gonna mix them up for all. I typically use an old plate That's a little protective barrier. So we're gonna use the whole plate on this one. Now that one is set. Then we're gonna get the last one. Damn, it's so big. All right, let me see. There we go. Hey. All right, now we got another other plate. I don't know what that green is. That hoe just stain like that. It ain't mold. Don't be like, oh, you got mold or no. Chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out. All right, hold on. Let me get this readjusted real quick. All right, after some finessing, I finally got it closed, but y'all, we got it. So now we're gonna let these babies warm up. The steam will start coming out of here too. Ooh, my hand got dusty. The steam will start coming out of this one and this one. And then once them steams come, then we'll put this little weight on it and get these pressures up to 15 PSI. Now you see how it's pushing the steam out. That means that there's no more excess air within the pressure cooker. So then I can add the weight to it. And the weight that I use is a weight that's like a 5, 10, 15. Today we use, or not today, but all the time for me, I always use the 15. Just because I'll run it at 15 PSI. So that pressure cap basically keeps the gauge at 15. And it's hard to see because of the light right here. But yeah. So now we know that this is good and there's no excess air. So we got the cap on it, and then now this will go up on its own until it hits 15 PSI. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So once they get to 15 PSI, they're gonna run for an hour and 45 minutes each. From there they cool down, and then probably tomorrow evening or something, then I'm gonna end up inoculating it. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to the YouTube. And I got some more videos coming out real soon, so stay tuned. Much love.